I'm 33 years old man. I'm still living with my mom, and I'm the most failure kids in my family. Yeah, if we talk about what society tell us in our 30s, maybe your parent, your grandparent always tell us that in your 20 you should get a school, get a degree, get a best job, married, and in 30 maybe you has already two kids, two cute daughter and strong son. Yeah, that's the same as well like my parent told to me many years, like past few years ago, like maybe 10 years ago or 15 years ago. But I cannot I cannot feel the expectation for my parent. I don't have anything that I mentioned before, like maybe a stable income, car, maybe married, a house, yeah, a good career. If I compare it with my sibling, yeah, like that I told before, I'm the most failure kid in my family. I will talk about it later. As a kid, I always like a dream in maybe in 25 I will get married, marry a beautiful woman, and has a two kids in 30. I I got I get degree from college, accountant or economy, and get a government job. That's the government job. The government as a government worker or civil servant. That's the safest job in my country. The safest job. Yeah, I was not born in like poor family. I wasn't born in like super rich family, just a middle income family, middle class family. My parent, both of my parents as work as a government worker, like a civil servant. My mother work as teacher in preschool or not preschool, kindergarten school, the government school, and my father is already passed away anyway. Yeah, my father work as teacher too, and my both sibling, my brother and my sister work as government worker too, and I'm the last kid, I'm the last child, the most failure child, the most failure kid, the kid that never never make the expectation got a success. We never made it the expectation from my parent. Yeah, because like the maybe like the culture in family, like maybe if your parents is a lawyer, the parents should ask their kid, their children pursue the lawyer career too. If the parent two of parent maybe a doctor, they will ask their kid or their children work as doctor too, get a maybe a doctor school or something like that, medicine school. And that happened in my family because my parent and my mother and my father work like a civil servant, work in government. It's like a government job, the most safetiest because not the high income, but you will you never get fired from the job in my country. You get a retirement money, and yeah, my parents always ask their kid to pursue the job like they do in daily basis. And yeah, to my brother and to my sibling, my brother and sister make the expectation come true. My brother work as in ministry, the financial ministry in my country. That basically is a government worker too, civil servant, and my sister work as well in government job too. Yeah, they got the mission accomplished for both of my sibling. Until my dad passed away, my dad still see my elder brother and my sister work as government job, but my dad never see me like successful, or maybe like the yeah, because when my dad passed away, I already try the way that my brother and sister took, but I failed. I got rejected. I try again. Many attempts that I already did in past day, and all fail, all get rejected. And as a last child, as the last kid, as the member of family, I don't have any another dream. I never dreaming I will be a content creator. I will speak in YouTube. I will speak in English. I will speak it to you. Maybe you're which country do you from? I don't know. I never dream I will pursue my content creator journey or entrepreneurship journey, because until in my late 20s, I always pursue what my family value has. Work as a government worker, work as civil servant, because that's the most safest job in my country. You get a pension, you get a retirement money, you cannot fired easily, except maybe you have you get law, maybe you get fraud or corruption, I don't know, and you can fired by the government. But basically the safest job in my country. And yeah, I always pursue, because I always see my brother and my sister, they already has a good, not a high, but well earned money from their job in early 20s, and I always seen them. I really want to be them. I don't have my own dream. I always see them as my dream, because my older brother always see my parent, and that's like a family value, family culture. Maybe if I work as a government worker, maybe if I work as civil servant, I will be my both parent will be proud of their kids. But yeah, I'm the exception. I cannot make the expectation for my parent dreams comes true. But I know my mom's right now is realize that the kids has already had their own journey. If yeah, the kid from the same house, same family, but the journey will be different. And I realized too that maybe I'm not smart like my brother and my sister, because you want to be a government worker, you want to be civil servant, you have you must have a smart ass brain, you have to be yeah, something like that. But I realized that I'm not smart like them, like my sibling. I'm smart maybe in other things, like maybe in public speaking, something like that, in entrepreneurship. Yeah. After I realized that I give up my my dream to be a civil servant, to be a government job, I start my entrepreneurship journey, and the journey is not easy. It's harder than I thought. But I don't know. I really enjoy. I have experienced a lot of failures in the journey. Because I try a lot of business, small business, but yeah, basically it's fail. First year of fail is really painful, but 2 years, 3 years I get used to. And right now I get used to failures, and I'm proud. I am the most failure kid in the family, in my family. I'm proud. Why? Because maybe if I don't experience a lot of failures, I don't try a lot of things. I don't try to speak in front of camera. I don't try to speak English. English is not my first language anyway, and yeah, I know the YouTube journey, the content creator journey will be hard. It's not easy that I thought before, but because I already has a lot of experience, a lot of failure experience, I get used to. I know my first video will be sucks. My first video maybe in the viewers only like 10 viewers or 5, I don't know. And that's okay. I already knew it. Because I like get used to the failure. That's something that maybe that's my privilege if compared with my older brother and my older sister. I know there's no job that easy. All the job has a struggle or has on struggling, but I have privilege that I try many things before, like small business, like A business, B business, C business, all failure. And I have failure experience too when I apply to government job, when I apply to be like civil servant, I get rejected, and I get used with the rejected. I get used to experience failure, and that's my privilege, and I really proud of myself. Maybe if I never experience failure, this video is never be exist. English is not my first language, and I always scared to speak in front of camera. I always scared if I speak in English, but right now I will I speak English in front of you. Maybe you are from which country? I don't know. I speak to the global audience, to global netizen, global citizen, and this is something that I never dreamed before. The paradox is the more I experience failure, the more I want to try many things, and yeah, I really enjoy with with the pain. Maybe it's like a little dopamine if I get, I don't know, if I get, I know it will hard and it's not easy, but when I get attraction, maybe if I get a, maybe if I start business and I get a first sales and get a first sale and get a 1 million, a first million, or not million in dollar, yeah, in first million in my own currency, really a little dopamine. There's a little dopamine that really make me addict with that. Then the entrepreneurship journey make me has that kind of experience, and yes, content creation too, because that's not, this is not my first channel, because I already has a main channel. The channel is in my own language, and yeah, experience like maybe this video has 10 views, but next video has 1,000 views, maybe 100 views, and that's a little dopamine that I really addict with it, and yeah, that's fun. I enjoy with the pain with low views. There's no sales. I enjoy with that, and yeah, like I said before, maybe I was not born like to be to be a 9 to 5 employee, but I was born to be like to pursue my entrepreneurship journey and or content creation journey. I don't know. I just try. I just a man that try many things in my 30s, and I enjoy with the journey. And maybe if you are 30 and you still figuring out with your, maybe you don't know what you want to do in your life, just try something that, just try maybe a little dream in your past few years, because yeah, when I maybe when I before 30, I always really want to be a content creator, sorry, and the dreams comes true finally in my main channel. Something that I never dreamed in my early 20s or my teenager time, but something that I dream in the time that I really confused with myself, the time that I really want figuring out what I really want to do in my life. Yeah, that's happened. That's the magic. Yeah, that's it. That's my story. And I will talk a lot about my story, next story in the next video. Thank you, and yeah, good night.